Oh god, is everyone poking me? Is this what's happening? No, it's this side. Watching you poke. Big arm over there. Got a big arm up there. I was just gonna give it to you. What? Watch it. Cheeky pokes. No. Because you don't get to keep Titus. Titus is my baby. I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction though. Oh my bloody god! Now I'm getting poked! You took Charlie from us for retribution. I didn't take him. I just put him behind a little paywall. Because it was getting spammed. We couldn't get anything done. Can't escape your bangs. Hello, Kathy. Thank you so much. And Mazzy with the goose honk. Thank you. It's so nice of you. I'm so happy. She hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. She rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Clasps her hand over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're gonna need a lot of that for just one cookie. Takes a bite of her own cookie. Ah, yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still really happy you shared this one with me. Let's have a seat and goes behind Nusi and wraps her arms around her. Ah, jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand. Natsuki reaches up and touches Sayori off at her. Oh. He suddenly leans down and takes a bite of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Uh-huh. Mouthful, she trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. He's just such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you taste Sayori? Huh? Monica isn't in the club room. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. It's a bit unusual. Hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all, huh? You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. Probably more desirable than any of us combined. That's not true. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, hey! Cappy with the cheeky pokes. Did they say cookie? They did, Megami. They're eating Megami cookies. Dodged it. Dodged that one. Hey, Solar, good to see you. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Oh, there you are. I didn't mean to... Hey! No. Jeez. What? God's sake. You guys! No, don't touch me there. This is my no-no square. Alright? I actually am under attack. Didn't mean to be late. Hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Eh? Wait! Oh my god! The bloody pokes! Attack of the pokes! Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have an indent in my forehead real soon. Monica chooses a club over her boyfriend after all. You're just so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? She glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? No. My last period today was the study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I mustn't have heard it. I was just practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware that you played music as well. I don't really. That's kind of started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. That's... Maybe when I get a little better, I will. Yay, that sounds cool. I'll also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Pez. She smiles sweetly. I didn't mean to take any pressure of that, anything like that. No, don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. I really love the chance to share one once I'm ready. I see. Well, in that case, best of luck. Thanks. So you didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. Choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone's already settled down. Sayori somehow has already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back in her book and Natsuki has disappeared into the closet. Man, looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down to the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book that Yuri gave me. I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now and close my eyes and end up listening to Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably going to seem really lame compared to all the other clubs though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of literature clubs sounds too dense and intellectual. It's not that like that at all, you know? Did it give you a pot noodle ad? If you fear for your life, blink twice. You've used all your pokes? I still got a bit of a stomach ache. I'll probably stream for like another half an hour and then, or if I'm holding out alright, we'll end at 10 and then I'll go lay down. Good, I should be afraid. Megami! Ow! Oh my god. That was well timed, Megami. Well timed. We need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. It doesn't solve the problem though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So even more important to figure out how to get the people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they've come, and we do all the things and speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayori's taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. Oh, that's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could... Cupcakes! Yeah, good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. Ah, you're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. It wasn't... Was it that why you suggested it? Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. You have a fave so far? I will say Sayori would be my favorite. I just find the character that we're playing as and her just seem to have a better connection. What about tea? We do need the tea. I always find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self, but therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, when I have trouble finding any motivation at all, she can always put my mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her be on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it will be like to see the world through her eyes. Oh, really close. Ah! I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Ah, sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're going to have less time for anime, you know. You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that out loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true, though. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. This is what I do best. That's the problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? No, not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days in the past week have you gotten up to on time? That's secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Huh? She glances at herself. How's it written all over me? You're clearly in a rush this morning. Look at your hair sticking out all over the place. Huh? I run my fingertips down her hair, trying to straighten it out. Hello, gorgeous boy. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look at your bow isn't straight either. And there's toothpaste stain on your collar right here. I try to wipe off the stain with my finger, but nobody would even notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's going to tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Unfortunately, I don't really care about that. Hey, you meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Damn, our character's been full savage to her. That's super mean. I'm sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it would be if I have a friend that does these kinds of things. Huh? Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay, though. I'm happy that we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed it sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? Means my boobs got bigger again. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now, so Does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? It's so stuffy. Not worth it at all. Hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Well, that was pointless. So much better. Puts her arms out and twirls around. If I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why were you saying it was like it was a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't let me do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying these embarrassing things. Huh? I didn't want to say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Jeez. You're really sick? And you have yeah, I got a bit of a stomach ache too. You got a headache, that's okay. That's all good. You get out of here if you need to, Solar. I think she does, Mazzy. Get some good rest. Yeah, absolutely. Welcome back, Paigey. I guess we're really better at taking care of each other than we are taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come by and wake me in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. Oh, I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share a poem that we wrote now? Yay! I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. Pale sound enthusiastic, but Sayori trots to relieve the poem. Alright, Sayori. Oh my goodness. This is so good, Pez. Huh? I love it. Especially after yesterday's poem. You're too honest sometimes, Sayori. No, but really, I want to put this on my wall. Can I? Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez, Yuri's opinion has been a little more constructive than this. Even Natsuki's. I should. Jeez. I saw his ball fly across the room because my partner's home. Eh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it, but I think I understand better than a lot of other people that, you know? When I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's a Pez poem, and that makes me feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad, but that's why I just go by my heart, and if that makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure exactly how that works, but then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? But you want me to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. And even if you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Eh? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep that in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too? Sometimes I like a little bit of both. Word for that, right? The word I'm looking for? Bittersweet? Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad. Well, I'm like happy the most. But sometimes you have a little rain cloud over your head. A sad poem can give you the rain cloud, like a little hug. Make you nice and happy, Rainbow. Sorry, that's unexpectedly poetic. It is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Bez. Just go write that down and then you can read my poem now, okay? Bottles. I pop off the scalp with the lid of the cookie jar and this in a secret place where I keep all of my dreams. Hey! A little balls of sunshine all rubbing together in bundles of kittens. I reach inside my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. Oop. The collections make me lots of friends, each bottle a starlight of the men's. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Oi! And down the bottom... You guys are bloody poking me. Oh my goodness. Deeper and deeper the fingers go. Scraping and scraping. I blow dust off the... Oh my god, this is a big one. Alright. Holy crap. Did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever? Yeah, but Didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot. I think you did, Hearts. You're really in touch with my feelings recently. See that? It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because you're so used to being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. Point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Oh, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. Even if it makes me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? Hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing this until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. I always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times, but seeing the passion in her eyes makes it harder for me not to be pessimistic. Oh, Yuri's poem's kind of sad. Right, love, I'm hopping off and gonna do some bits around the house. No worries, Mazzy. You have a good one, okay? Right, Natsuki. Tsuki, Well, it's not terrible, but it's pretty disappointing after your last one. Then again, so I guess, like, depending on, like, who I select on who jumps the most, will like the poem more. Thanks, Mazzy. Yeah, I'm getting, like, a little bit, like I want to stand up, and then I stand up and I'm uncomfortable. And I try to sit down, I try to sit comfortable, but I can't quite get comfortable. So I think I just need to go lay down soon. Try something a little different this time. Fair enough, you're still new to this. I wouldn't expect you to find your style right away. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. You think so? Yeah, well, I guess you've been friends with her for so long, you might want to be on the same wavelength. We need a lie down stream. I think we do. If you ever really stuck with me with her type, there is a type all of a sudden. Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone be so fluffy and spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. That was a little unnecessary, but think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she'll probably just fly away and let go. It's like letting go of a balloon. You could probably say we keep each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to show you my poem. Yep. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Ickly, wriggly spiders, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice, but I heard her singing. There's like 2 songs playing right now. But every time I sing the chorus, my heart will pour out. She likes spiders, and that's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends, and I see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if she doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross, and the world is better without spider lovers. And I'm going to tell everyone. Not bad, right? Quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. Hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. Oh, no, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I don't have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies, but it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. You know people like that? Of course, but it's not about how everyone thinks It doesn't matter. Can we talk about anything? I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid of people finding out, and they make fun of you or think less of you. But that's just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone else likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I like to think people need to learn to respect each other's feelings for weird things. Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. I'm sure a lot of people can do. That's what I do best after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important, but I want to make people think and not just feel. Remember that. I'm going to write down a good one for tomorrow too. I also look forward to it. Alright, now, Yuri? Yeah, stomachs are the worst. Is it my turn? Let's see how it compares to yesterday's. I see. It's a bit different. I respect you for trying different things, Bez. Were you inspired by Natsuki's poem? Or Sayori's, perhaps? Well, I guess you could say that. I thought so. But I'm happy for you. You don't need to find inspiration in my poems. I write them for myself, not for anyone else. But I don't really need people to like them or anything. Yuri? Eh? I'm sorry for being blunt, but you're overthinking this a little. Just because our styles are different doesn't mean I dislike your poems. In fact, if I tried something in your style, I'd probably just do a terrible job. I see. I'm sorry. Stupid mind likes to do that sometimes. Anyway, you don't need to be afraid of a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. I don't feel like you need to work on your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Let me try get your mind to wander through your feelings and write down the things that you see and hear. That way you can truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise. I see. But that's certainly an interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have, well, an example of that if you'd like to read it. Of course. This poem that you wrote for today? Yep, Timberly hands me the poem. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread from a guilty snack. My attention was caught in the scuttering of a raccoon outside of my window. It was, I believe, the first time I noticed the strange tendencies of an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, and well aware that the raccoon is fed, will always come back for more. My enticing beauty of cutting the knife was a symptom, the bread was hungry curiosity, and the raccoon was an urge. The mood incentives of this phase reflects of much more of the light from the cutting of the knife, the very same light that glistens from the eyes of the raccoon friend. I slice the bread fresh and soft, the raccoon becomes excited, or perhaps I am meagerly projecting my emotions from the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon is taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry, and more frequently, so is my bread being handy. Every time I brandish the cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement and the rush of blood classic Pavlova conditioning. I slice the bread and I feed myself again. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if that's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express my vivid imaginary, conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it from face value, then I can't even figure out what's it supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I want to express it and solo with the cheeky pokes. No, Yuri didn't kill a raccoon. These sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So sometimes I enjoy writing about them. That's funny. Didn't Asuki write something about that? Something about being ridiculed for a strange interest? Huh? You did? Yeah. She was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody. She's right. I mean, does she really feel that way? Yeah. Sounds like you two have that in common. That's interesting. To me, she seemed like the kind of person that'll make fun of my hobbies. Needs water. I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her that I said that. Don't worry, I have no reason to. Okay, well thank you for sharing it with me. After all, I haven't learned to embrace my own weirdness. I'll probably hate myself. I might start ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. And Monica. Hi again, Peds. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. Well, I'll take that. As long as it's not going too bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe you'll soon come up with a masterpiece. I know I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what I wrote for today? Sure, here you go. Give the poem. Alright. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had these sorts of things in common. Well, maybe good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. That may be the case, but maybe there's also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you know it in a different way, it ends up being more similar than you would think. So I think this is the kind of vibe that I get when reading your poem. Sure you're not reading into it too much? Could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. In any case, Sayori's writing is kind of gentle. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions and happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, each to their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. Anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out. I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Hey, Cassie! How you doing? Good to see you. Welcome in. Save me. The colours, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colours, flashing, expanding, piercing, green, blue, and endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise that won't stop, violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, and piercing, Sine, cosine, and tangent. By playing with a chalkboard or a turntable, it's like a vinyl on a pizza crust. Endless poem of meaningless. Load me? Good to see you here, Kazzy. Even more abstract than your last one, huh? Sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. Just the kind of thing I've never normally seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space out the words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines is really short, making it feel like they're ready to speak over the noise. I see. Still hard for me to tell what's going on though. Sometimes asking a poem is about what isn't the right question, but a poem can be abstracted in the physical expression of a feeling. Well, Kazzy, basically those alerts are they're paid alerts that do unique things. They cost bits to do, but if you send a specific amount of bits, it's on that list, then you'll be able to, that alert will happen. Except for the fart one. The fart one's broken right now. So putting it that way. Sorry. Not every poem is about something. Anyways, here's Monica's writing tip for the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision, and when that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know what might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? Did you break the third wall? Thanks for listening. I'm going to save. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems. I have something extra planned for today. Perhaps everyone could come and sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in the next few days. Well, I just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I didn't really do well with the last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We don't need much more than a few decorations. Sarah and I have been working on posters and we've designed some of the pamphlets so we can get out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but it doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Ah, sorry, but I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing? But Monica? Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us is going to choose a poem to recite during the event. Yuri's not happy. But the cool part is we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting on for the posters in case anyone wants to be prepared ahead of time. Sayori has been colouring a poster and holds up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? What's with the E's? Why is people saying E? Didn't you already start putting those posters up? Well, I did. But you really think it was that bad of an idea? Well, no, it's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know? There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. Well, I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagine Yuri just shakes her head in fear. Guys, no, Sayori, I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple of days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud for a whole group of people. As a theatre kid, you would? I guess it's I kind of overlooked that. So I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're only ones responsible for our fate in this club. If we start the event and put each of us on a good performance, then we'll inspire others to do the same. And with more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah. It's all about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And for those reasons, we're all about this club today. Don't you want to share with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. And I know we all do. And if that's all it takes for standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. Guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been really trying really hard to get new members. And the least we can do is help them out just a little bit. Well, maybe, but Natsuki doesn't have any argument left. Okay, fine. But I'll have to just get it over with. All right. Whew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? She dejectedly glances around the room at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. Ah, that's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica! This is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little bit more comfortable. Can I go next? Yeah, of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook and the specific poem she had in mind for herself. That stands behind the podium. Alright, the title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Monica begins reciting her poem. The clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply the emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Isn't this something that she's done before, or is she simply just a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes her recitation. 4 of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. You guys gonna go to bed, Elena? No worries, man. You have a good one, okay? Thank you for being here. I'll be going for like another half hour. We're just gonna go all the way to 10. Thank you so much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go then? Go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Whoa, Yuri's fired up all of a sudden? She clutches a sheet of paper behind her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quietly over to the podium. This poem is called... You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Her voice shakes as she starts reciting the poem. Just moments ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. No worries, Sola. Get out of here. Get some rest, okay? Her quivering transforms into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she insinuates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as she's bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first one to start applauding. Everyone joins me after and give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her. We were just so caught off guard that it must have been forgotten. As we applaud, she holds the poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri's down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Sayori hops onto the chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori, it's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think about it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting to yourself in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your own poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see, okay. She begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If it was to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from her mouth almost gives me a whole new meaning. Almost like what Sayori meant when she said that she likes my poems. It's also like she likes to reach more deeply into someone, and I thought she knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even Pez liked it. I guess you could say that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might also be other poems that wouldn't work quite as... as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours, but they're sort of gentle and delivery wouldn't work that as well. They might need a little bit more force behind them depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone. The next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little bit more. So we don't have as much time before the festival, you know? Okay. Now who's next? Mitsuki? Don't make me go before Pez. It's not like I can compare to you two anyway. Might as well let Pez lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Natsuki! It's fine. I may as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I just have to go with what I wrote with today. I stand up and sit in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive an applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. I think that's something that'll improve over time though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. She begrudgingly gets out of her seat and then makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. She takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sound attitude disappears for a little. While she's still a little enthused into her poem, has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style. It works surprisingly well when spoken out loud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if given to life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She hops back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Ah, well. Do you at least feel a bit more prepared to recite the poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want to other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it will be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is for me. Well, I guess that's the case. You won't have to worry much about the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem enough for the practice for the festival, okay? I'll keep making pamphlets and let me know about ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez. I should probably find some other poems to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're all putting this much effort into for the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival's coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. And we're working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll be playing tomorrow, and then we'll have a weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two, always going home together. Like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. Must be a little nice, though. Well, am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Pez. You don't have to say it. Whatever. Let's go already. Cuties. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. Oh, God. It's going to start going downhill, is it? Excellent. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But even today, Sayori is a little quieter than usual on her way home. Sayori? Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. Like how we get to, fumbles with her words. Did I say that one day Yuri asked to walk home with you? Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. I don't know. Like, I guess I always kind of walk home with Sayori, but I don't know. I don't really have, like, anything against Yuri, but then Sayori and I kind of always walk home together. Oh, I guess maybe Yuri would have something on her mind and wants to get something off her mind. That's the way I'd see it. Then sure, if you wanted to walk home, that's fine. Yeah, I'd walk home with her. Walking home with Yuri. Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? Oh, it's that kind of thing? Okay, even how hard it is for her to socialize, I feel awful turning her down. Isn't she so beautiful and smart? It's got nothing to do with what I just said. You admitted it. Jeez. There's not even any point in speculating something that's never going to happen. Well, maybe, but I just like to think about it. Not long before you won't need me anymore, you know. Need you? Sayori. Can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now. Sorry. Everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. You say so. Conversation trails off, I'm left feeling awkward. But it's kind of her fault for trapping me with such a weird question. I just can't lie to her. And if there's something that makes her happy, then I'll have to hate to take that away from her. That's why there's no point in speculating. Then again, the festival's only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time. Alright. I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked into. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have looked at a lot more determination than Alyssa. Starting this club and now picking up a piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Maybe that club that wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. I'm super happy that you're willing to help me out at the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Huh? Weren't you complaining about that just yesterday? Yeah. 6 months, Alicia. Ooh. I'm not talking about past all of the festival, but the whole day of school when you get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Unga bunga. Monica, do they really have fried squid? Squid? Pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. He's saying that you don't like squid? You of all people? I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by all of you people? Because it's right in your name. Monica. Huh? That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that's a joke that doesn't make sense in translation. Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. It's probably the emote you sent. Zippy. Zippy's definitely got the longest followage, I'd say. Next to JD. Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sitting at the desk in the corner of the room looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. Wave my hand in front of her face. Huh? You're spacing out again. Oh. Sorry. Don't mind me. You go talk to everyone else. Huh? Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? This feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Because you worry too much about me. I'm fine, you see? Shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright, if you say so. I worriedly glance at Sarah before turning back towards everyone else. The conversation is already dispersed and everyone is back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, it's probably spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. Hey Pez, what's up? This may sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything with Sayori recently? We've been following on TikTok and Twitch for a few days. Then I found you on that Yarn Sim stream. Yeah, that Yarn Sim stream was popping. Yarn Sim really pops on on TikTok. I reckon if we stream tomorrow, it'll be Yandere Sim again, and we'll try to get some different eliminations done. I want to try Kidnap. Have you noticed anything with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? What do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it too much, but she seems a little downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room to Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there's something on her mind. I'm surprised that no one's asking you, Pez. You certainly know know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. Yeah, the turtle worked. It did. I saw it. Alyssa played the turtle sax before. Sorry, I know this isn't your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No. It's important for me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? My ring light's starting to fail. Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she's just having a hard time bringing it up with a person of interest? Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Pez. Me? How on earth do you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sarah talks about you more than anything else, you know? Huh? She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. They're always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. Not any different now than it always has been. Mm-hmm. You're so funny, Pez. Have you thought about maybe that you've always seen her as so cheerful because that's how she is when she's around you? I've said too much. I'm sorry, what do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'm a little clueless boy. I should try to talk to her and not think about it for now. Alright. Smiles meaningfully. She obviously got upset because I said, oh, I wouldn't, like, from my perspective, it was like walking home with, oh my god, this light is flashing like crazy. That is actually failing. We're gonna need a new one soon. Let me just turn it off for a second. Look how dark it gets. Ooh. I think it's actually failing. Okay. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that you won't be able to get the words out of her head. Stands up in front of her desk and walks across the room where Sayori's sitting. Watch her kneel down to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice quiet so I can't hear her from here. I sigh and set myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else, but it's impossible when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her, and I'm letting this weigh me down so much? It just feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. Nothing that I can do besides wait for Monica. Hey, you. Who gets upset either way? Right. Eh? Look up at Natsuki. Are you just going to sit there and keep staring at nothing? There isn't that much time, so... sorry. I didn't mean to make you worry or anything. Not like that I'm worried. It's just, down at her side. Holding a volume of Magna in her hand? That's right. Something just came up for a minute, but we can start it now. I won't make you wait any longer. Jeez. Now you're making me feel like a jerk. If something bothers you, then you can just tell me to leave you alone and I will. I mean, assuming you didn't like talking about it or anything. She practically mumbles in that last part. Nah, I'm probably just making a bigger deal than this. I've just been thinking about Sayori, that's all. Sayori? Thinking about her? Yeah, she's pretty down today. I just didn't want to... She didn't want to admit it to me, so I can help but wonder if anything happened to her. Oh. Jeez, well, first of all, you should really work on your phrasing. But anyway, you're her best friend, right? Magna. Manga? Manga. To be honest, I never get used to it when I heard your name in game. Yeah, right? It's weird seeing my name in a game. In that case, you should also trust her a little more. If she ever needed you, then she would just be the first person she would go to, right? Well, I guess that's true. I mean, some people just have those days. You can't always avoid it. If anything, she probably doesn't want you to worry about her because it's not that important. It's kind of what she said to me. Maybe it's not right for me to go against her wishes. Exactly. If she needs you to worry about her, then it'll be a lot more obvious. Yeah. Should have thought about it from that way from the start. Feels with her book that she's holding in her hands. She really means a lot to you, doesn't she? Don't get the wrong idea or anything. We've just been friends for a long time. It's normal that she's to be worried about your friends. I mean, you were worried about me, so I was not. Jeez, if you're fine, then let's hurry and get this started already. Yeah. Pull out the first volume of the Parfait Girls from my bag. She takes it from my hands and quickly turns it over, presumably to check for wrinkles. Hey, I'm not that careless. I handle Magna all the time, you know. I just wanted to make sure. Can you blame me for being paranoid? I don't give people my Magna every day, you know. That's true. Manga. Not Magna. Manga. I don't blame you. Well, anyway, let me put this one on back. That's all good, Mars. School's much more important than my lies. Welcome back. Anyway, let me put this one back. I'm gonna get the next one, okay? She makes her way to the closet. I follow. You can tell me everything you thought of, right? And where did this volume lead from again? I forget. The chapter that ended with Minori and Alice found Monica. Natsuki's voice resonates from outside the closet. Huh? Appear inside. All of a sudden, her books are lined up on the top shelf. Did you move my Magna again? Sorry. The teacher got mad at me for taking up so much space in her closet. So I had to move some stuff around to clean up a little bit. It's all still here, but I had to organize it a bit. The top shelf is far above Natsuki's head. She makes a little futile pop, trying to figure out how to reach her Magna. Jeez, this is so inconvenient. You got ads? Alright. Wait a second. Frosty wasn't telling me when the ads were ending before. I mean, there's a question for this one at the end, so I should know. Oh my goodness. So far, the way I'd rate this game, this definitely isn't, like, the way it's playing out so far, this definitely isn't the kind of game I would traditionally play. I'm finding it kind of slow to begin with, but I'm holding on for when things are gonna get spicy. People are talking about their ads. Yeah, traditionally this wouldn't be something I would play. It's like a lot of talking. You auto setting the ads amount? I don't think I can choose how many ads there are, Zippy. No, she stores things in her closet, hearts. Alright. Looks like everyone's back now. So we'll continue. Okay. I'm going for a little bit longer. How long per hour? I probably could look into that. Because if I can minimize it the most amount possible, I will. Alright, I'll see if I can minimize ads as much as possible. You haven't got one ad at all, Hearts? Hell yeah, that's so good. You must have an ad blocker maybe, which is dope too. I'm moving all these back down. There's plenty of room on these shelves. Besides, they're really pretty to look at when they're all lined up. Why would you waste that on the top shelf? Ah, Natsuki. There's a stool on the wall here. In the closet, the collapsible stool hanging on the wall. If you want, I can reach up there and hand them to you. I can get them myself. He grabs the stool in the wall and unfolds it. You think I'm too short or something? I mean, I knew it. Well, you know what? Just watch me. Hops on the stool and ends up being a little too wobbly for his collapsible design. Yeah, careful. Know what I'm doing. Standing on the stool, her fingertips reach the top shelf. Yeah, 20 minutes? Right, gotcha. Enough for me to easily grab the books, but she's been stubborn as usual. Uses her fingers to scoot one of the smaller boxes to the edge of the shelf. See? Yeah! The box suddenly tips. She barely catches it before it falls to the floor. The stool wobbles. Wah! Losing balance, she hops off the stool. Thankfully, she was able to stay on her feet. She holds the box triumphantly. There. I mean, almost fell. Natsuki is a bit shaken up. Jeez. You need to prove yourself to me. There's no way you'll be able to get the bigger boxes like that. I can reach them, so I said I can do it. I don't want your help, okay? I'm gonna get a chair, so just hang on. Forces her way past me and out of the closet. Let's see. Classroom chairs and the desks are attached, so they're too inconvenient to fit into the closet. Aha! Cross over the teacher's desk and has the computer chair behind it. She rolls the wheel. Oh god, that's a bad idea. A little dangerous since the chair's on swivels and rolls, but I've already learned my lesson to keep my mouth shut. Climbs into the chair, slowly balancing on her feet. Since she refuses my help, I take a seat with my back against the side of the doorway and I simply watch. Ah, here we go. See, I can easily do it now. She grabs a stack of manga and bends down to put it on the shelf below. Chair swivels, catches herself on the shelf. What are you doing? Can you at least hold the chair steady instead of sitting there and doing nothing? Who was it that told me not to help? Yeah, I got you. Hold the chair while she reaches back up. I can almost force myself to turn away. She seriously didn't think this through. Once she realizes I'll be dead, she wraps her arms around the Parfait Girls box set, easily one of the largest on the bookshelf. Heavy. Hey, Pez. I don't think I can bend down without falling. Hurry and take this one. Huh? And then I have to let go of the chair. That's fine. Just for a second. Hurry up. Zippy. Alright, let me just stand up. I slowly release my grip from the chair. What do you mean stand up? Looks down at me. Why are you all the way back? Huh? Looks like she's just realized something, but will lose her balance if she moves. The box! What are you looking at? You're trying to... Oh, God. Her legs shake. I'm not... I was just... Don't try to move. Just give me the box. You perf. You set me up. Go away. Get out. But I'll do it myself. Ah! The chair suddenly swivels behind her feet, under her feet. And Suki, yeah! Scene turns into chaos in a split second. The chair flies from underneath her feet. Frantically, I try to catch her. The box topples out of her hands and books go flying. I got you. The full force of Natsuki's body against me throws me to the ground. A whole bunch of books pelt me in the face. She tries to shield herself with her own arms as her face lands straight on my chest. Ugh. My right arm and back seriously felt the impact. Yeah. She comes to her senses. She presses her arms up against it, straight into me to prop herself up. Huh? She seems to realize that it's not on the floor that's beneath her. Ugh. Gross. Gah! My fist pounds into her arm. My fist pounds into my chest. Oh god, and hoists herself to her feet. What were you thinking? You sicko? Everything okay over here? I heard a loud noise. Monica suddenly peers in. Monica, see what happens when you put the manga on the top shelf? Are you trying to kill your club members or something? Jeez. Sorry. Oh, and one more thing. It seems like your most recent club member is a total perv. I hope you're happy. I didn't. Somehow, it's impossible for me to explain the whole bizarre situation. I didn't do anything, I swear. I know, don't worry. She says that quietly to me. Looks like I'm off the hook. Oh no. I look down. She's kneeling on the floor holding one of the books that is scattered all over. There's a large diagonal crease along the page that she's desperately trying to smooth out. It must have landed on the page. She tries a bit more to fix the crease, but she can't get it out. Suddenly she gives up and slams the book shut and throws it to the floor. Instead of continuing to yell, she just lowers her head. Oh. You? No. Her voice squeaks. See tears on her face. I'll help with the crease, okay? Partially my fault, so. She shakes her head, still looking down. No. I don't even care that much. Just having a really bad day today. I didn't mean to take it out on you. I really didn't mean to. It's fine. Is there anything you want to talk about? She shakes her head. Just every day, just so hard. I just want to come to the club and can't press her. So I can only do what I know how to do. Alright. Well, I'll help clean this up. I'll move the rest of the magnet for you. I pick up volume 2 of Parfait Girls. We'll set this one aside. This will help cheer you up a bit, right? We can get started on it once I'm done here. She looks up with her glossy eyes. Her lip quivers. You're really nice to me. Huh? That sounds really strange coming from Natsuki. I didn't expect that at all. Well, I'm just treating you like a friend, you know? Lowers her head and stifles another sob. I'm not sure what happened to her today, but being nice is the least I could do. The next couple of minutes are silent. Between us, I begin gathering the scattering books. As I make sure to slip them into the box in the correct order. Little by little, she starts helping. It isn't long before we're done and I hoist the books onto the shelf where she wanted to put it. Then I get on the stool and quickly finish moving the rest of the books onto the top shelf. Alright, that should do it. I hop off the stool. She averts her gaze. Thanks. It's nothing. She's holding up the volume I set aside in her hands. Alright, I'm ready. Good. Even if you weren't, I'll make you anyway. You're taking responsibility for what you said. Manga or manga? Right, okay, manga. Alright, I'll do my best. Hey Maddie, good to see you. How you doing? Thinking back, cheering me up, if you insist. We sit in the same spot as last time when I open the second volume, and Suki's mood quickly improves, laughing and pointing things out to me. She's surprisingly sharp and taking note of a lot of subtle repeated jokes in the background elements. In the end, she's pretty impressed with how everything ties together in this manga. Manga. I guess I'll be holding on to this for now. Yep. Even if you sound more enthusiastic this time, well, I'm starting to get into it, you know? Told you. Yeah. I return to my seat and slip the book into my bag. Okay. I'm thinking I'm going to save it there. And we're going to pick this up next time. Because I need to go lay down. Thank you for putting up with me. I'm hoping that Doki Doki gets a bit more spicy from this point on. Because that was slow to begin with. But let's go. Have a good night, guys. Love yous all.